Hey there, welcome. Today I would like to create with you guys a simple, very simple sword, a little bit like this. This is just an test version, but I think we are kind of sticking to that. I want to create a new sword for this scene. This is the role-playing scene, which I also record the progress of it, and I thought doing it while I'm working on it, but then I decided to split those things. So I will create a kind of a sword like this. Also, I hope we can make it a little bit look nicer. But the way we are approaching this is really fun, and it's also a little, I think it's new to me. I'm not so sure because this is my second sword, if you want. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I think the way is pretty cool. So first thing we need is a plane. Then we're gonna split the plane into a half. This is not a tutorial, guys, just me. You know, this channel is I don't know, what can you say, me and my Blender and art progress, if you want. So but maybe it's interesting. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're gonna create this kind of sword. So we have sorry, I'm a little bit too fast. So we cut the plane in half. Now we're gonna add a mirror modifier, and that is already pretty good. And then I thought, so let's make this one here. Maybe we should. My first attempt was to make it very spiky, like almost to the point that we don't need this second vertex here, but maybe this is a little bit too spiky. Maybe we need a little bit of an yeah, a little bit of that, whatever this is. Okay, so this is the beginning. Then the next step is I mean, the good thing about swords, they are not that hard to make when you try to, well, when your expectations aren't that high, and then it's not that hard to create those little guys here, I would say. I dare to say. So now we have the shelf, or I think it's shelf, right? I'm not sure. If I used the wrong word, you feel free to correct me. So good. I tried a bit fast, but maybe it's good to slow down from time to time. I'm not a professional, so speed will come with experience. Yeah, so, and also when I record, that's the problem. When I record, it's harder for me to focus, but it's fun. So I wouldn't do it if it wouldn't be fun. Okay, we're gonna copy just this value here, x, and put it in that. Yeah, I think that was not really necessary. Okay, let's see. Maybe this is easier. Okay, so let's see. Careful, you only wanna. Maybe we need another one here. Oops. It does not look like a sword yet. It will. Yeah. So good. And this one make a little bit. I don't know what to say to that. A little bit tighter, smaller on the edges. Yeah, okay, that looks already better. And I think in this way you can really create also like cyber swords. Oh, this is good. I think, you see, I'm also learning while I'm doing that stuff here. Sometimes I see some little things you're doing, just a little bit of adjustments here and there, and it kind of works sometimes. My first sword is already pretty good. I like it, but it's not really. Well, it's a while ago since I made it, and it took me a long time, and so I need a little bit of practice. Again, we don't need to aim for a really good sword. So this is just a template because I think that was really cool. I wanted to make it a thick, right? So this is right now 2D, and that's the problem. If you want, it's not really a problem. And there are multiple approaches to make it thick. So first I thought, well, let's use the solidify modifier, right? Makes it thicker. Hold on, let's use this scene here. Yeah, that works, but the problem is here when I wanna have a symmetric sword and I change this one to like this one, then here is nothing, right? And this is I thought, well, not very handy. So I thought, what could we do? Or I was thinking about what to do, and then I experimented with the array modifier. Didn't work either. Simple solution, I believe it's a good one, is another mirror modifier. Solidify modifier we don't need, so mirror modifier here, mirror modifier there. And now I have to think, because this is something I believe did this the first time today. I believe so, I'm not so sure sometimes, you know. Meanwhile, I have a lot of projects. How did I do that? Ah, yeah, of course. Okay, and here's the thing. We want to make it bigger. Did I use an offset? Is there an offset? Let me just check this out. Maybe it's this one. No, this is just the marriage thing. No, I think we are good if we change the position. Ah, yeah. But how the heck did I make this figure right now? So I don't know. See, I forgot already. How did I do that? Ah, yeah. Maybe like this. Let me check this out. Ah, yeah, I made it like this. Okay, good. Now we have a fixed sword. The good thing about it is now if we change something here, I mean, you know, it's a mirror modifier. This is how the mirror modifier works, but in this way, well, yeah, it's just very helpful, I thought. I think now, I think that first I thought it's awesome, it's really cool, but I realized now that it's just okay. Good. Now, well, we have a thick sword, but before we continue, I have yeah. I wonder if we could we maybe, so we try that? Should we try that? Just experimenting here as well a little bit. Never mind this step. If this is not... Oh, this would work too. Yeah, that's interesting. But it's also on the way a little bit. Anyways, doesn't matter. So we don't really need it because we can just make it figure like that. That's fine, you know. Nothing wrong with that. But we're gonna make a copy. Let's save here. And now those guys we're gonna put aside. Actually, this test version here I really like because this kind of looks like a it has the potential to get become sorry, I was just eating right now, a cyber sword. Anyway, let's continue. So what do we do now? That's an interesting question because I don't really know. Yeah, I was thinking about a friend of mine. He used to have some swords. He liked the mid-age. I keep forgetting this word. There was a dark time. Was it middle age? Mid-age? You know. Now it's a modern world. Back then it was like the dark age, you know, yeah, dark age or something, of Camel or something. In this time period, he likes stuff like this, and he had some swords, and I was thinking maybe I should ask him to send me some sword pictures so that I have a better reference, right? Okay, I see. I think we have to have now bigger sword. Yeah, that's good. So let me see, how could we make that? Let me experiment. This is now, so far I came, you know, like the cyber sword, and then I stopped, thought, let's create a video together. And so we are here. Use the bevel modifier. First percentage, because this gives us a lot of see an effect immediately, so that's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, later on we need to have a very sharp edge. We need a very sharp edge, and either you can just make this like that, but right now we also use the mirror modifier. Let's just apply that for now so that you understand what I mean. We could make it like that, you know, then this is the, but we're not there yet. And I think we're gonna make another one, and this one shall become very thin. So let's see. For that, and like this one here. And now we're gonna just move it to, actually we could move it to 0 and then see. That's super sharp. That's a razor blade sharp, I guess. But now we have to remove some doubles, I believe. Yeah, okay. What do you think? Great. So let me see. You know, the thing about Blender is always, first I think it's, you know, that's easy, quickly done. But I also realize pretty quickly, sometimes it's just it takes longer than you initially thought. Oh boy, this is a very is it too thick? I have the problem here a little bit. I think it's too big. So you know what? I think we need to get rid of that. This for now, but I think maybe we should. Anyway, let's do it like that. Upsala. What am I doing here? I see. Remove doubles. Oh, so we have a glitch. What have I done? You know what? For this guy, I'm gonna do this again. I think we make it. Yeah, we make it thinner here. We could also make sure that it's very accurate. The line is very accurate, but the thing is, I don't really like that, because a sword is never, if it's created by man, it's never really completely straight, you know, not like 100% straight at least. I think so. I mean, I never, you know, what do I know about swords? I do know nothing. What I know is that people underestimate how heavy they are. Because we all know them from movies and such, and we have no idea how hard they, or how heavy they could be. Again, I know this because of my friend, good old friend. Very busy, but that's how it is, you know. So yeah, the thing is, I don't really. Yeah, I just figured out this I think looks maybe good. Look at that idea, I guess. Oh, yeah. You know, if I could guess, and I think the guess is partially influenced by, well, documents or something I watched, I would guess that a sword had not just to be, if you made a sword back then, if you were a blacksmith and you made a sword, you were not just aiming for a good solid steel sword, I believe, but also you wanted to make it look like impressive, you know. The reason for that is if it looks impressive, your foes are getting scared, right? So let me think. No, that's nonsense. I would assume, or it would make sense to me if well, if, oh boy, what is he trying to say? I don't know. I would assume having a nice better sword, which looks deadly. You almost win. You almost won the fight by just looking at the sword. I mean, the person has to look proper too, of course. You know, if the person cannot carry the sword, then it's not very impressive. Yeah, I think you get what I mean. I think that makes sense. Probably I just, you know, I just heard this in a document here. I don't know what I'm going for in this case here. That's pretty okay. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Good copy. Good thing about those 2D copies, they are really easy to have them. Oh, and the next thing is, what is pretty nice is if we are making a hole here, right? Then let's see. You know, it's mirrored. Yeah, but you know what? Let's not make a hole. Let's make a, I mean, we want to make a hole, but a nice hole. That sounded weird. Anyway, I wonder where do we put the weird hole here? Okay, let's see if this works out. Use sphere. What did I wrote right now? I think I was, I'm an idiot. We need to subdivide that. By the way, if you're new to Blender and you cannot subdivide sometimes and you're getting crazy and you do not understand why, because that happened to me, I just remember it while doing it, is in order to subdivide you need just, I think, like 4 points. It has to be a straight thing, you know, 4 points. If there is one more point, subdivision does not work anymore. I'm gonna show you this quickly. So we're gonna select those guys, you know, we have now this surface here. Let's try to subdivide that. See, nothing happens because it's not, you know, you cannot subdivide because it's not equal or something. Maybe equal or maybe 4. I still don't know. Anyway, this just freaked me out at some point. I was thinking, what the heck is going on? Why can I not subdivide that? Anyway, so now we should be able to subdivide it to 10. 10 only because we want to make it to a sphere, and that is easy and nice looking. I always delete those faces. I'm not sure if I have to delete them usually. The double ring I just make in order that if we use maybe it's not. This is interesting. It's good to have a double ring if you later use a modifier for bevel or something, or well, it's, if you struggle sometimes, just give it a try. So what am I aiming for here? I don't know. Oh, we have to be careful, I think, because it's 2D. Let's leave this. Wait. Okay. Let's see what happens if we are bigger. Not too bad. Let's make it smooth. Interesting. Let's use a bevel modifier. You know, we don't we don't really need, again, a super accurate thing. I mean, swords you can spend a long time, and I don't want to spend too much time on this, so we are going to finish that. But simply I want to put this into my other scene, which I'm currently gonna copy this again. So wait, let's copy this guy here. Yes. So yeah, we're gonna put them aside. The copied version do we need? Let's see, maybe we're gonna get rid of this as well. So let's make some spikes here and there. Oh, nonsense. Is this? Oh, this is good. I think it's set, I guess. Yeah. Ah, yeah. We need to remove the doubles. Wait. If there wouldn't be a undo button. Okay. This is yeah, you know what? We need to check something. Absolute. I don't really see that. Wait, percentages. Yeah, but we don't want to need bevel. I mean, bevel mode, there's nothing wrong with that. We can also, you know, make sure that everything is. We could make it really look nice, but we don't have to make it too looking. But what I would like to do now is give it a color. A bit dark, metallic. Let's activate certain options here. Just like them, I don't so. Looks a little bit because we are, you know, that and under. Enough. This thing it is probably. See what happens if we are there. This is really not too bad. How many did we use? Just checking something. 3, okay. Oh, wait a second. Hey. At you. Look at you. A beautiful little sword, deadly sword. Bam. You're working? Okay, so now it's a question, what do we do now? Make this one here bigger. And it should look like this is really necessary. Make it differently, like this. Copy this value. Paste this value. Extrude. And now bevel modifier. No, just bevel. Oh, look at you. It's something. wonder. Yeah, but not now. I'm happy with the mirrors nonsense here. That's really helpful. Hey, I wonder, do we need that actually? I don't think so. This kind of thinking is also a little bit new with not using a bevel modifier all the time, but also just use the bevel. It's weird. It became something like in the last time. I don't know how this happened, but sometimes in Blender you work with something and it's fine. However, I keep saying that because it's very important. I think you cannot achieve the same result by just working like that. Then do it in your own way. Everything else will come over time. I am certain there's so many things I do wrong, which I will do better when I understand naturally. You don't even need anybody for that. You will understand after a while, you know. That's very important. Just take your own time. For some people, I also say that some people, they like working you know, with tutorials. I did this as well, you know, but to me tutorials are hard to watch because they are boring. Even if the good people making them, and I watch a lot of tutorials when it comes to Blender because you have to. But what helps me a lot is always to practice. I need the practice and my own try. And I mean, this is now not a real, you know, who the hell will hold a sword like this? This is so unhandy. But let's say this is an orc who does not give a damn about over the top too much about comfort, then that's fine. Yeah, what I basically say is just take your time. Don't let you rush, you know. Don't listen to people who say that's bullshit because, well, they might be right at first, but there is only one way. First you produce bullshit. And then you produce whatever you like. And then you produce bullshit again. You cannot avoid that sometimes. It's just... okay. My first thought I used a subdivision modifier. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just in this case. A little bit of my goal is to... I have to disable them quickly. I have no idea what that stands for, to be honest. Edit display modifier and edit mode. Ah, probably. Let's check this out. Never tried this. Hold on. Ah, well, see. I'm using Blender since over here. I always see this thing. Sometimes I misclick that and I always think, what the heck is that? I don't care, and then just keep working. And just because I investigated this one the same, I have no idea what that is. Well, on cage, I just edit cage to modify a result. I have no idea what that means. Well, it means probably something. Let's see. So this is not very smooth. About smoothness, there is a modifier for smoothness. Can we actually use that? For yeah, we can actually. Let's give it a try. I want to try something, guys. I want to just so in order to make just this one here smooth, the cycle, we can either separate that from this object, and then we have two objects, or I'm gonna just assign those guys to our new, let's call this ring. See if this worked out. Select, yeah, and now we're gonna say the smooth modifier, please only use the ring group we just created here. And let's see how this looks like. Oh, great. If this happens, you just have to click this guy here, and that's vice versa, or the inverted, yeah. I mean, Blender actually explains everything, so that's nice, right? So, and now we can smooth this out, you know. But it doesn't really, I'm never really happy with this kind of smooth effect. I always try that, I always think that's... Can we make it smooth? Not really. By smooth I mean like this smooth, you know. This is not the same, you know. So I don't know what that is good for, I have no idea. Let's try a different modifier. What else do we have? We have smooth correlative. Well, let's give this a try. Smooth correlative. Okay, this doesn't work either. What else do we have? Surface deforms, smooth flip, blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Ah, look at that. Ah, what the hell. Anyway, doesn't matter. We tried a little bit. What else could we do? Let's see. Let's deactivate this and give it a new. Although it kind of looked cool, right? Not too bad, but also not really nice. What the heck is that? Huh. Come on, make it smooth. Make it so. Oh, make it so is very. I watched recently on Netflix Captain Picard. And make it so, it's really cool actually, I like that. He says that, he keeps saying that. I was saying, yeah, make it so. yeah. Dummes Gebabbel, that's the German. If you are from Germany, you know what I mean. Let's keep some insiders in. Anyway. What else? Yeah, okay, so in order to we can also, if this doesn't work, the only way to smooth it further down is by separating it. Let's do that. But before we separate that, I would say we're gonna put this aside again. And then let's just go, we selected all those guys and say, what do we say? Mesh, separate by selection, and here we go. Nothing happened because we have to smooth it down, and now it's smooth. A little bit weird, but you know, I think I like this better. Now we have to connect this, and we don't need that actually. It's like double smooth, and it takes away performance, and we really don't need that. So we have this guy here now, and now we need to select this guy and this guy. Sometimes I explain stuff, and then we stick it to that by saying Control P, and this is the option menu. Object keep transforming, so basically in my mind it's just stick to that, you know, whatever we change it follows the rules basically. Okay, and now the cool thing about those stuff is that we can make them, and that's nonsense. Right now, because it is the same object and we just cut it out, they carry the same material information. That's why it here is true written. So if you want to change the color of this guy, we're just gonna click on that, and now it's an own color property. Now we can change that, see? Ooh la la! I like that! I do like that a lot, actually. So, now the sort here. Let's see. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. What happens if I... Oh, I think that's okay. Yeah, let's use that too. Why not? I mean, we are already doing it here. Maybe we should give this also a group thing. Let's call this Klinge. This is the German word. I'm not sure about the writing. I'm not good at writing at all. I think I have a... Well, it was never checked, but I'm pretty sure I have, like, you know, the reading and writing disability, which is not really a thing which doesn't bother me at all. And but I have to say it if I record stuff and I write stuff wrong. It's not about the reading or stuff. I learned a lot. It's just something, it's my mind says, you know what, screw that. I actually think I'm not wrong. I just think this how other people write, that's wrong. Well, this is kind of you try to justify it, you know. Anyway, good. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, we got this thing, and let's give this another property. Let's say a little bit metallic, definitely shiny. Oh yeah, here we go. We need more light. I think our sword is just too big. It's like an, I don't know, it's probably like 10 meters big, so that you can actually live in the sword if you want. Which you may want to do, because it's a nice sword. Didn't expect that, to be honest, you know. I thought first it's gonna be, oh man, it's gonna be hard. Now look at you, you little bastard. Oh boy, I really don't like that right now. Okay, I think, let me try something. Oops. We should do that maybe, but I'm not so sure about that. So let's again copy it. I'm very anxious to screw something up. Which is good, you know, if you work with PCs. Oh, you see, we have a little problem here. We do not have this other thing at the other side, so let's just use another mirror modifier. And here we go. So problem solved. About this one here now. I don't know if we should do that or if it should. Makes sense. Just a slightly tiny little detail. Let's see if this do. Ooh la la. Ooh la 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 la. Just use the bevel again. If this happens, it's Control B, then the bevel is activated. This guy here. I'm overdoing it so that you can see, and then you know this actually gives the amount of how many bevels you want to use. Bevels, I cannot really explain what that stands for. To me, it's like it makes everything. It makes the edges rounder. That's what I call it, edges rounder thing. And it usually works. Hey, not too bad. It's just a little bit overdone. It's not too bad sometimes to overdo it, because if it's far away in the background, then you don't see this very well, right? So if we overdo it a little bit, at least we will see some details even from further away. I think we're gonna stick to that. I like that. Yeah, let's stick to that. Yeah, later on, if you want to make it like real cool and cyber-like, you know, you can actually make some glowing things here and there. Let's do that here. Always cool if it glows. To me, at least, I like shiny things. Not in the real world, like only the Christmas stuff I like shiny. I hate the modern world. No, the modern gamers. You know, if you look at the gaming PC nowadays, they look like you get an epileptical thing by just watching the LEDs blinking. You know, the thing just blinks without any reason. Anyway. But I can understand when I was younger, I really liked strong colors a lot. This changed. So when I watched something on a screen, I always what's the word for the color strength? This, not a satisfaction. You know, if you to make the colors very strong, I don't know the English word right now. That was kind of like a little bit too gray, huh? Yeah, just like extremely colorful things, you know. This kind of changed, so this is not too bad, but something is not like. Just look. Huh? Let's get rid of it. No. Get rid of it. Huh. Don't want to change too much, but maybe. Maybe like this. No, it's too much. Too much. Oh, let's leave it like that for now. I mean, this is something you can change later on. But here I would like to have a little tiny thing here too, you know. So let's try this one here. We are going to... I should have done this probably a little bit earlier, but not too bad. Hide this stuff here. Oh, that's okay. Unhide everything. There's some sounds I think my neighbors are making. Preparing for partying. Ah, maybe not. Maybe not. Sorry, again, was eating. Yeah, sometimes stuff is kind of cooler, but then you are overdoing it. Overdoing is the thing. Oh, look at that. That. Maybe I'm just the only one who thinks that's cool. You know, happens actually. Also a thing you have to deal with. Sometimes people do not appreciate. Well, you know, if you learn stuff, not everything you think it's cool, it is cool. But then here again, yeah, you know, I like it, but I think it's a little bit over the top. But I do like it, it's not too bad. Somehow it fits to my eyes at least. But here in Blender, I mean, this is the good thing about Blender. If you don't like it, you just can, you know, if it's your sword, you just get rid of it. Then I do like it. Something is a little bit maybe. I mean, this guy is a little bit hard to get rid of because we, you know, made it super sharp. Anyway, so what else could we do? Like here. Let's make this tiny. This, and let's give it another property. This time, oops, nonsense. Emission, red, 3. You shouldn't overdo with the emission thing. You figure out how emission works, you think that's the best thing in the world, and it is kind of cool. But if you're overusing it, it doesn't look good anymore. Change the color because I wasn't sure. It has to kind of fit, you know. Well, I think we're almost done. You want to see how it looks when we use the subdivision modifier. It's now like that. This is with the subdivision modifier. It makes everything like rounder. It's cool. It's not bad. It's just it comes with the cost of performance, and it makes, you know, it looks more alien-like. It's cool, but if you want to create a round thing like that, you maybe should try to do it without the subdivision modifier if you want to learn how to do round stuff, which I also still struggle with. It's very tough. But you know, a sword is a sword. So let's see what we can do. I see. Oh, well, I have to be careful. I made the Indian sound. I apologize if this was a little bit racist. The internet wasn't my intention. You are free to make fun of Germans if you want. I have no trouble with that because I'm not a German. I just live here. No, but you know, I think a little bit of fun making is not really too bad, but we should always do this just with friends, you know, not with stranger, because your friend know what you mean. Stranger do not know you. That's why they are called stranger. Right, right. Anyway. I think everybody is racist, everybody. But the difference is, if you try, because we all filled up with false information, so we all kind of expecting something, and that is you can call racist. So we all carry this in us, but we should use our brain to determine if this is right or wrong. Usually it's not right. So anyway, but this is a different topic, has nothing to do with Blender. Internet, you should be careful, because I know. You know. Up. Let's see. Cyber sword. Everybody likes a cyber sword. Pam. Yeah, let's make another one. Red. What we could use is a noise stuff for the metal. Hello there. Do we need let's try something. Yeah, look at you. He's not happy. And that's a thing. You may like it or you may not. In this case, also, it's sort of I struggle a little bit. Do I like it? Do I don't like it? I think we don't need it. But the other thing is, maybe here it's not too bad. It's shiny here. This maybe. Yeah. And then here too. And what am I doing? I think I like this better. So yeah, let's make some stuff, some different stuff. We're gonna use a noise modifier to make some noise. Noise node. Let's go into the shading menu. Bum. We need texture. We need shader. Do we need shader? No, we need. I said texture coordinates, and then we need a texture noise. We need texture vector, color ramp. We need the bump effect, and something I forgot. Map. Map. Where's the map? Mapping. There's a search function. I never use that because I really try to you know where the stuff is. Keep saying this as well, but not getting very fast. This anyway. So what we do use object goes into this one and this here. And now this goes there, and here we go. Something should happen. If not, then we did something wrong. No, of course. So which, this is this menu. Ah, here we go. Oh man, this looks like, what the heck, this is a little bit too much. Then let's increase the details. Let's increase those little guys. Here we again, you know, if we kind of overdoing it, then we will lose those little details later on. Okay, let's we have here our sword, right? Let's make a complete copy of this because there are those guys. Let's put this aside and let's paste it again here, and let's see how big it actually is. This is a normal cube. Let's make it 1 meter. So I have a reference. Let's scale this thing here down to the cube version. So like this one here. Yeah, that's a lot better. I mean, look at that. It's ridiculous. Not even an orc can carry. Oh, this is the wrong word. Wrong thing. Even orc. Ah, idiot. Or am I? Yeah, I probably am. Here we go. Okay, we need some light. Now we go into camera, and here's our sword. Hey, sword and stone. This wasn't really my intention, but it makes sense actually. Oh, look at that. Yeah, camera. So how do we do that? I see. Camera is too high, or let's say sword. Are we gonna say all transform? Oh, this wasn't good. No, we cannot do that because we're still using the modifiers. This was done. Okay. Let's make this guy a little bit nicer. You know what? Let's give it the material, but drag and drop. And all material, we're gonna use this guy here. Make a stone. Here we go. Huh? What do you see? This. No, this. I've tried to make a thumbnail, kinda. Yeah, let's use this here, there. That. Then click it away. Give it a color. And then let's see how this looks like. Oh, not too bad, huh? Not too bad. Not too good, but also not too bad. We need some sky, huh? Let's do the sky stuff too. World. A simpler way, I believe. It's a while ago since I did this, so I forget sometimes stuff. That's why you are, you know, this happens. There are so many things you cannot remember. But it's also incredible how much you can remember if you're interested in. Let me just texture sky. Then just go back into one of your older versions and check out what you did. And then you are. Oh, this is not too bad. We don't even have to do much here. Sometimes you would like to change that. You can, you know, experiment with those settings here, there and here. But if you're still not happy, you try to do the color gamma, and here increase the intensity, for example, like see. And if you're still not sure, then you can also increase this one here, more gamma, this one, you know, and now it looks already different. You're still not happy, well, you can use shader scattering. Now let's scroll this down here a little bit. Now we need another light source. Let's do that light point. Make it like sun like. And what else? We're gonna change this. This looks really good actually. I like that. Decrease the level here a little bit. And now let's check this out quickly. I mean, it's okay. We want to see how it looks in the cycle render. Let's do that too. Maybe we have to change that here. So let's just reset that quickly. Sky goes into that. Because we're gonna use cycle now. Let's see how this looks. Oh, this is very bright, isn't it? Because of the intensity, the light is not, it's obviously too much. Let's use one is the problem, I see. Okay, but this is also too bright. What the heck is going on? Ah, I see. Nonsense, nonsense. Thinking mistake. Thinking mistake. This one here is the problem. Let's pick this up to 1. Still too much. Ah. Well. What the heck do we have here? And what can we do here? I'm not doing so much with this kind of stuff here. With cycle, I mean, I like cycle to make some, you know, pictures and so on. But the problem is sun intensity. The problem is that it takes. Can we not change the? We can change that. I know that it works, but I forgot how. Maybe the air. I want to change the color. You know, I want to have a blue. This one, I believe. Yeah, what I try to say? Yeah, it just takes longer, so I don't like that. That's the reason for it. I want to see it, you know. I don't want to wait too much, and I'm not going for realistic. That's, I mean, nothing wrong with that. It's just not my thing. I guess maybe I'm gonna change my opinion on that. So this one here. Let's make a, wait a second. Duplicate it. Yeah, we need to change them a little bit. I think I'm gonna make the thumbnail right now, you know. Ooh. Do we need? Maybe we need a noise here too. Object. Actually, we are actually done already. It's just the thumbnail thing, and then I can continue to put the sword into the other scene, which probably the other sword I made fits better, because this looks a little bit too tell me what I mean. Sorry guys, I'm clicking and clicking. I forgot what I wanted. It looks a little bit too cyber for the roleplay scene. But it's okay, whatever. We're gonna just. I wanted to share creating a sword with you guys, and did. So I would say that was successful. Just experiment here a little bit. That's good. We need here. Here we go. Good. I don't know. Oh. I just changed some little here and there. Said, oh, what do you get? There's a golden sword. I'm getting crazy. I'm getting crazy, but now this one doesn't fit, in my opinion, anymore. So let's just select everything and go to. Let's select that. Make it red. Metallic. And here we could actually put some yeah, lights or some balls into that, you know. We could do that, but I don't know, screw that. Not now. We are done actually. I mean, this is actually better. This could work for the roleplay, because before it looked, because of the structure, it looked more like a cyber thing, right? But we just changed the material and now it is fine, you know. It looks like a sword. I hope so. I do hope so. Okay, here we go. This is a little bit too shiny. That's the problem with that, is that when it's so shiny we don't see. Do I actually? Yeah, it's hard to tell with the cycle. It's not, we don't see it like completely like we should. And this denoising takes away some details, so that's also a little bit difficult. So, you know what I would say, we're gonna go back to the value we had, that's whatever, and we're gonna just make this a little bit darker. Greener. No? What have I done? Why is this so... Is this the right thing actually? Yeah, it is. So why is it not... Oh, no, it works. Maybe we have to change the color here too. Oh, that's weird. Ah, this is probably the sun, huh? The sun is probably... Let's decrease this one here. Okay. Oh, crap. Hey. What do we do now? Because I'm a little bit confused about how this is reflecting. So let's use just that. Do we need some rocks in the background? Maybe we do. This guy. Smooth. Let's just try simple deform. I don't think it'll work. Maybe I want to. Oh. Maybe we can try this. Oops, try this again. Or you know what? No, I think we are done. It doesn't have to be perfect. I thought, you know, putting some stones here and there, and that works when we do it properly, but don't have to overdo it. I already overdid this. I want to create the other scene, so let's say we're gonna render this and check out with how this looks. About the, I mean, how you approach that, I think the gist of it you got. It's not perfect here. You can smooth this a little bit down and so on, but I mean, I saw this in this way very easy to create. I think that's, yeah. We're gonna either use this one here as a template, as the thumbnail, or because I'm a huge fan of the this one here, you know, just like that. So maybe this one is even better, because it was never meant to be for cycle render, so it was always be for the other scene, and for that reason we're gonna use that here. Okay guys, a quick interruption. So either we're gonna use this one here or the other one. It's really depending on what am I like better, because the channel just doesn't have any chance of being seen anyway. So if there's no real chance, which is okay, I mean, that's what it is, then at least the thumbnail should look appealing, although it also works. So one of those I'm gonna cycle. Ooh la la. Yeah, it works with the stuff. It's just, I mean, this one here, it's just, guys, that yeah, and it's the render time is really, it's hard to determine that. Radius, power, sun. If I want to check something quickly. Yeah, volume. Yeah. What, this one we make a little bit brighter, and this one we make darker. Oh yeah. Oh, I think I found it. I think we're gonna use that. That's simple and easy, and that cycle, and we are good. Good guys, that's about it. Thanks for watching. I hope it was kind of interesting. There are more stuff like this coming. I'm always producing something because it's a lot of fun to me. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye and auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen is the German goodbye.